Okay, folks, another installment of what it's like being a mature age student and attempting an engineering degree. I've just started doing my bridging course. I did the first night of the bridging course, and here we have our wonderful book, UTS Mathematics Bridging Course, and we have a gentleman who's teaching us that, who's doing ergodic mathematics, PhD in ergodic mathematics, which sounds like some sort of hallucinogenic fungus, or the study of that. Anyway, it's not that. I don't think it's that anyway. But it's we'll be doing it on Zoom, the new normal. And so we did our first night last night. It's quite intensive, but it's been a nice brain reboot. But while I was doing that, I went into my mailbox and I found this thing called FMS. Not FML, FMS. But it is going to FML me, I think. No. It was the Foundation Maths survey. And for all those people that are contemplating a trip to UTS to do engineering, at first it filled me with a great deal of horror, but John, the lecturer, has a really great video online explaining why they do it. And it's actually a really good idea, because usually people that start engineering, a large number of students fail on the first hurdle, which is the mathematics. And I have someone who should remain nameless, who is very close to me, who failed maths 3 times when he was doing engineering now, probably because he didn't study. But he got there in the end, he got a distinction. He's now an engineer. So you can jump the hurdle, but every time you fail, of course, back then, when this friend of mine was doing his degree, it wasn't costing him anything. Now, with the HECSTET and everything, you don't want to fail subjects. So what they've done is they've got the Foundation Maths course. And I was thinking, oh, here we go, another subject that I have to complete to get my degree. Well, they've actually structured it such that if instead of going into the more advanced mathematics course, you go into Foundation Maths, it doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost you in time. It doesn't cost you in money. It's not an extra subject. It becomes one of the subjects that you do. And what is great about that situation is that it then sets you up with all the mathematics you need. So if you've come into the course with just general maths or even standard maths, and you're going to struggle, they're providing you with that opportunity to do the course. Now, that's why I'm doing bridging, because I'm very worried about having forgotten a lot of the mathematical skills that I did have, or kind of had. So when I saw this Foundation Maths course, I thought, oh, here we go. So yesterday I did the first practice quiz, and I got a 60%. Now the pass is 75%. So I've got, that's not good. So I looked at what I was struggling with, and I went online and I looked at some of the rules of integration, differentiation, things that I'd forgotten, and watched those videos. Did the second quiz, got a 70, still not good enough, and did some more study. And then I went into the console. I was trying to get into Zoom to have a chat to the lecturer, and Zoom wasn't working for me. So I clicked on one of the things thinking it was a practice quiz, but it was the actual test. And then I've kind of looked at it and went, this looks like the real thing. And I'm like, ugh. So the heart started beating. I'm thinking, oh God, here we go. So the upshot of that is when I put it in, I got 90. So I was quite happy about that. But I will say that I was not confident on some of the questions. So what it's done, what this program has done for me at least, is maybe think about Foundation Maths as a proposition. So they do let you, if you start the big maths and it's too difficult, they do let you jump into Foundation as long as you jump out before the census date. So that is something that I'm going to keep on the back burner and keep as a consideration, because I think if you're struggling with maths or you haven't done maths for a long time, it could be a really, really good option for you. But as it is now, I've gotten through to the other subjects, which is going to be very challenging, I've been told. Now, if you don't pass that Foundation Maths survey, it's certainly not the walk of shame. And I think this whole process, the way that they've set it up, I think is really forward thinking. I think it's good from an educational perspective. It's not setting people up for failure, it's setting them up for success. And so I applaud UTS for that measure. I've also got my timetable put together. That was also a little bit of a drama. Like all situations in university, you're an adult now. It's a large bureaucracy, so you need to ask questions, you need to be proactive in what you're doing. So I was a bit slow on setting my timetable up. Next time I'm going to be in there straight away so that the slots don't get all taken up. But I managed to send emails backwards and forwards. They're always very attentive in their response to the emails. So far, fingers crossed, I can only say good things about UTS. I'm enjoying the process. I'm enjoying the stimulation, the brain stimulation of hitting those books again, doing that mathematics again, chain rule, product rule, quotient rule, all that sort of stuff. So it's been a real blast from the past, but something that I think is very good for my brain. Anyway, if you have any questions for the 3 or 4 people that are watching this, comment below, like and subscribe, because I need about 400 more subscribers, and then Google's going to start giving me money again. And keep in mind, if you are an HSC Engineering Studies student, there's a playlist on this channel with lots of resources that you can avail yourself of. I would highly recommend Engineering Studies as a subject. I think it's a great subject to do at school, and it will give you preparation and perhaps inspiration to study engineering. Anyway, that's it from me, short and sweet. I don't know how much editing I'm going to do on this. I'm probably going to be doing none on it. I want to just be able to upload these because I'd love to have like great production values and everything else and make this very entertaining. But I'm going to need to be studying maths. I've got 3 hours of the bridging course to do tonight, and I've already done hours and hours of catching up on stuff I didn't know. And I've also realized that you forget a lot. Like, this is the thing about learning. If you can't teach it to somebody else, you don't really know it. And I've found that there's a lot of stuff that I have the illusion of understanding or knowing, but I've forgotten it all. So let this be a warning to you. But yeah, 53 in a few days' time. And so far, I'm getting there, but it's only early days. Anyway, I will see you in the next video. And on the channel, there's a link to buy the t-shirt, which I will be buying. And when I have bought it, I will show you. And yeah, support the channel. Support this poor starving student. Bye.